the Plunge Audio Unity. Let's talk about it. Now, the Plunge Audio Unity is a loaner. It is from a friend who sent me over a few sets from Hifi Guides, and they will be shipped back to him after the review. This is an interesting set. It is $672 right now on their website. Let's start talking about its build quality and features. Now, the cable of this IEM is nice. The connector says Plunge Audio Unity. It has kind of a weird chin slider. You can see it's like almost plastic. It's a nice cable. It's an MMCX cable, which I'm not a huge fan of. So it is an interesting IEM in that regards. The size of this IEM is actually quite small. It fits really well in ear. It's about the same size as the Afu Magic 1. Its build quality does feel a little bit chintzy despite it having a nice cozy fit. But I mean, overall its build quality is fair for an IEM, but at this price I would expect maybe a metal shell. It's overall an interesting priced IEM. It has a nice cable, it has a nice box, but its sound quality is very interesting to me, and I don't know, I personally don't like it and I don't rate it. If I had to talk about it with words, I would say it has a low bass. I would also describe it as thin, shouty, piercing, sharp, lacking attack, laid back, romanticized. It's treble lacking, and it's also plasticky and cuppy with low pinna gain. So suffice it to say, I'm not a huge fan of this IEM, especially at its price point. Maybe there's something that I'm not getting, but the FR and just the overall tone of this IEM doesn't feel competitive in the market. Let's look at some graphs of some IEMs I do find to be competitive and kind of go from there. Alright, this is the graph of the Plunge Audio Unity, and you can tell it's kind of an interesting graph, like really low bass. I mean, even its mids is much right here. I kind of don't like. It also has this shouty peak, which is obviously not good. Flat pinna gain through here. A lot of energy around 4K, and also a huge amount of energy around the 6K peak, which I really prefer a dip. So in a lot of ways, this is the exact opposite of what I normally like. The treble extension even out through here is a little bit low. It's a very interesting tuned IEM. I mean, every once in a while you can still hear music on it and stuff, but it is really not for me and what I like. Let's look at some other things that in this price range that I think are better. Let's look at the Hype 4. The Hype 4 is like half the cost of this. It pretty much matches my target. It's a really nice IEM, has a lot of lush, beautiful sounds to it. I mean, for half the price, I think it's not only just neutral, but it's on that hint of super fun and super engaging, and I think the Hype 4 is by far a better representation of what I like. The thing is that $700 buys a lot. Some other IEMs that I don't maybe give enough credit to is this one. The Orivetti, the OH 700 VB. It has a lot of different tunings, but it has really nice mid-range, has a really good dip from 5 to 6K. It's a really solid set. It's a really engaging set, and I'm really impressed by it overall. And to me, that's where I would spend my money or recommend it, is either the Orivetti, maybe the Hype 4. Another one to think about is the Buddhistor. I think the Buddhistor is one of my first more expensive IEMs that I bought. It is a really nice IEM. It does have a little bit early ear gain, and it is a little bit flat through that ear gain. But overall, it's a really nice set. I mean, not long ago I reviewed the NDX12, and I think I got, some of my commenters were kind of going off against me because of it. But I mean, if you look at the NDX12, which is like a $50 IEM, to me, even that has a better tune than that. It has better bass. I mean, it has a little bit more exciting, like around 2K peak, a little bit less energy around 6K. I mean, to me, the Plunge Audio Unity is something that I'm just going to be really clear about that I don't like. There's certain audiophile tuned IEMs that I think people just kind of throw drivers in there and kind of figure things out. And for me, it just doesn't work, and I don't enjoy it. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, or I don't want to throw shade to reviewers or to people that like this IEM, but I just want to say that it's not for me. I think you have to be careful in this hobby. There's a lot of duds out there. There's a lot of IEMs and reviewers that sometimes might speak nicely about an IEM just trying to be fair to somebody or try to find something nice about a product. I don't want to mince words today, and I don't want to tell you that I don't see some people might liking this IEM, but for me and for how I listen to music, it absolutely doesn't work. And it's one of my least favorite IEMs that I reviewed on channel as of late. But I do like the build quality and the case and the cable, and I do see potential here with this shell design. It has some potential. But to be priced around this, I don't find it engaging or something that I can really recommend. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go watch another IEM video. It's done. That's the entire video. What more do you want?